What's up, everyone? Happy Monday. Sorry for my partial topless nudity here. It is really hot in North Carolina right now. Charlotte, Winston, everywhere. Holy crap, it's hot. But that is not going to stop us. And that's not going to stop us from doing our thing. By the way, sorry about the throat. Thank you to Josh Valdez for saying I'm the Greg Popovich of youth basketball. I'll take that as a compliment. Hopefully, we're talking about pops of the 2000 era. Uh, but you know what? It's always good to have help. And you know what? It's been a hot minute. No pun intended. It's been a hot minute since I've had my partner in crime, the facilitator of facilitating. You know what? There's no other way to put it. Just everyone give it up for my dude Gabe. What's up?
Yeah, hey. Yeah, the Celtics aren't a dynasty because not even their own ownership wants them. I don't know if anyone wants them.
I did not see that coming, but I love it. I am so happy. I love that. That's a great take to start. I just saw that. I wish, you know what? I should have included that. We can include that at some point. Let's see what Jordan has to think about that, too. We will be followed at some point by Senor Ramos. And he's on one today. I know what else is new, right? What else is new? But if you watched, which you should have, and you should, if you miss it, you should watch Curious Sports Pulse media, because Joe and Jordan, Double J, they're on one today. Hell, even Gabe we're taking low blows at each other apparently. So the Mets are doing great. We had a hot June. But we've lost 2 of 3. It was just sorry. I'm still cracking up about Jordan and his Mets take. Oh my god. So, oh man, there's a lot that happened. Let's get to it, man. Let's get to it. This is gonna be I'm gonna do the same thing we did yesterday's episode with varsity, man. I'm gonna go ahead and just, you know what? I'm gonna let you take us where you want on this. This is not the good, the whack, and the wild, and this is just straight paint to paint, because this is a wacky time right now when it comes to this. Is not exactly the sexiest free agency, but it's something. So take us where you want to go, bro. Where do you want to go first? Take us on a tour.
The Warriors, they're done, so that's nice. And I think they kind of were anyway, but will always be one of the top 10 teams. I think you could put them in the top 10 teams when they're at their peak of all time. But yeah, it's crazy that he actually took less money, he being Klay Thompson. So it shows it wasn't about money. I think it was like what Joe said earlier, just that disrespect factor.
I cannot agree. I agree with the second part. And also probably has to do with having another championship, sticking it to him. I think Joe also made a good point about the Shaq Kobe thing.
Yep.
And I also pretty much he was on point. Even when he was giving those haymakers to Jordan, he was still on point. I disagree with the top 10 thing. I mean, I think that 2017 team is arguably one of the 2 best NBA teams of all time, between the 96 Bulls and them.
So then how do you disagree with me?
You just said top 10 of all. Well, so technically it's right, but it's still top 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's...
I have them in my top 10. You say I disagree with you. I have them on top 2. Yeah, well, right. I didn't say I don't have them top 2.
Okay, my bad. It just seemed it's like Klay Thompson disrespectful. Like, respect for respects. Do say top 5 then. Say top 2. All right, I'm sorry.
Well, no, for the record, I'm not saying that, but right, I'm not saying if I even have them top 5. I'm saying for sure you have to have them in your top 10. Oh, okay, for sure.
Fair enough. That's my fault. And that's my fault. I'm sorry, sir. I apologize. Oh God.
What?
We're off to a what? We're off to
a flying start.
I know, that's a good
thing. Then why'd you say, "Oh God"?
Oh, because it's about to get even funnier.
Oh, great.
I'm in that.
Because it's about to get flying or fly. That's not a word. That's It's a flying start. We're about to get flyer. Trust me.
Exactly. It's about to be all fly, my man. How
I'm
you
gonna put the
doing,
skates on
Iraq?
this one. I'm doing great. It's great to have you on, brother. Hey, what's that shirt say? It's all about dreams. Is that what it says?
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh, I'm in your dream. Oh, whatever.
Exactly.
Well, I thought it was like a happy kind of shirt, and then never mind. Of course it's not. It's Freddy Cougar. Of course it's not a happy shirt. Why would I think you'd have a happy shirt on? What's wrong with me? Okay. Hey, we're talking about. Do you think the Warriors still could make some noise? Honestly, in the free agency, they need a big. They really do. But it's like I think that's what they're missing. Truthfully, I'm not that worried about.
You think they're a center away from being a championship contender, Iraq?
Yeah.
I think they're a center away from being actually a legit, like they're actually a playoff team, not a play-in team, a playoff team. And now, does that mean are they a championship team? No. No, I do not think so. No, I do not believe so. I would highly doubt it. But but they still have the best shooter in the world, the best shooter in history. And they do they need someone to support the glass. That's just the truth. And Klay Thompson was not the answer right now anyway.
Yeah.
And speaking of answers, what up, bro? Damn, I love this cast of miscreants today. So
exactly.
But I think I only think they're a couple pieces away from being at least winning a playoff series. But maybe I'm wrong, Joe. I didn't mean to cover this, but I guess we're on it now. So we picked the scab. Let's go ahead and let the bleeding begin here. So what's the
Jordan?
Okay, Joe, what do you think about the what do the Warriors need to get, and what's their ceiling possibly if they can make any kind of moves?
I think it's going to be very interesting to see how these teams who balked at certain price tags use that savings, right? Because a lot of people are going to say, "Oh, wow, you broke up the big three," and a lot of the discussion, a lot of the discourse is going to be, what are they going to do with those savings? The Clippers are in the same boat with George going over to the Sixers. The Clippers now need to, at least like if I'm talking from the fan base standpoint, they're going to want to know what you're going to do with those savings now at this point. So that's really ultimately what it's going to come down to for them. What do they do with that savings? But also, what is going to be the jump in terms of their youth movement that they're trying to move into? What's the jump now for BP? What's the jump now for Moses Moody? What's the jump for these guys into their next season? Because a lot of what they're going to do or what their projections are going to be very they're going to be predicated on the Trace Jackson Davises, the those guys moving forward. Because ultimately what they decided was, for the price tag that Klay wanted, they thought they could do better. Maybe that they didn't think that they could do better, but that they could do more with the money that they'll have left with their squad. So that's really what it's going to boil down to.
I couldn't agree more. I could not
100%.
agree more. Jordan, before you jump in, I see Gabe making faces. I see him making faces. Anything you want to respond to on that?
Oh no, that's just
your face.
That.
Oh,
But
that's
let's get this clear. They're way more than a 5 away from being a top 6 team in the West. Let's get that clear.
That is your opinion.
Yeah.
That's fair. Jordan,
This is a bad team, Iraq. This is a very bad team. We all watched this last year. They need more than a prime Dwight Howard to be a top 6. But that's
they're not a bad team. They're not a
Dwight that.
Dude, they were in a tough Western Conference, which was a bloodbath,
and they still are.
I know. I didn't say they were going to win the chip, even with the big. I said they're going to be I said they'd be a playoff team. Playoffs. Yeah. But
that's top 6.
Bro, no. My head off. Just because you hate we all know you're a Warriors hater. It's okay. We know that.
You only have to get to the top 10 to get in, right?
No. Iraq said comfortably. Iraq said top 6.
I did.
Not
I said
playing.
I
He
said
specifically said not playing.
a playoff team. I know I've let it. Do they win a series?
No, no.
I think they do. That's a personal opinion. That's all. I think so. Jordan, let's get your personal opinion. I'm regretting saying that. So let's get your
E-Rock. They're not like they're gonna be playing. They're gonna be playing all right. They're gonna be playing for the first overall pick because
Yes.
like that's the floor. That's the floor. The
That's
ceiling
disrespectful.
is at least being in the 10th seat because
Wow.
That is disrespectful.
That is so
Like-
disrespectful. It is
I
love-
can't wait for the first
love
Knicks
Steph-
injury to come out from
love
him.
Steph love Steph
No.
Curry. But I'm being honest. Like I'm like this.
How are you being
This
honest?
team, this
Their
team,
facts
this
don't support-
team is just like it's not like I 100% agree with everything Joe said. Like they're trying. I think for the savings not signing Clay, they're probably gonna add depth pieces, and then but like the core right now, like it is getting older. It is aging. Like Steph, thankfully, is not aging. Thank God. Like he is still a beast, but like it's just everyone else around him. Like who are you gonna build around him? Like
who's aging other than it's Steph and Dre?
Hey.
That's it. That's literally it.
yeah,
Those two, but they
that
have
exactly. Like
everyone else is
I just don't like the. I
Moody,
just don't like.
Kuminga, BP. They're all young. They're young bucks.
Yeah.
They're aging. They're scrapping and starting fresh.
Yeah, but like I still think like they still need like another year or two for those guys to develop. Like I do think there probably are going to be like in competing for the last spot in the play in, but like that's the ceiling right now. Like I'm just seeing how it is. Like and the floor is they're gonna be in the draft. They're gonna be in the draft lottery. Like hopefully not in the top 5, but like yeah. I'm just that's how I see it. Like.
And even then, I don't know if we keep saying that these players are going to develop like they haven't already peaked. They might very well have already peaked, these young players. Let's get that clear. And we've seen for stretches at times where they were without Clay or Steph, and it was bad. This was really bad, and it took heroics on a nightly basis from Steph Curry to struggle to get 2-point wins on a consistent basis. Like, and now you don't have that security blanket of Klay Thompson every now and then going off for 30 plus. This is going to be a very bad team, E-Rock.
I just
even if they get a 5.
Joe, I'm going to get past you before I do. I will say, Steph Curry. It's like, when he was, I'm not Clay being on the court didn't actually make that much of a difference. But I'll say this, Steph, but you lose your best player for a game, a stretch. That's any team that's going to struggle. Most teams. Boston might be the exception. Okay. Certain other teams like not even Denver. There's like a very minute amount of teams that you lose your best player for a stretch, you're not going to have good games. Steph is that good of a guy.
No, it's how it is, though. Like we see that there's a clear difference, my guy. Very clear difference between just awful and okay, you lost. Fine.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, Joe, pass it off to you to give your parting words before we transition.
Too much talent on this team to be a lottery team, and also let's keep in mind that the roster construction is not complete yet. So while we're hampering or fixating on what they were last year, it's free agency. It's a new season. Last year's done. It's over. Let's not talk about it. It's irrelevant to what's going on moving forward. What we're looking for is what's the roster construction moving forward? What do they do with the savings? Because the savings isn't just on what they're not paying Clay. It's also what they're not paying Chris Paul. So there is a combination of things here at play that could help their roster construction moving forward. I will say though, Milton is not the answer if that's the only thing that they're going to do. But he does fit the mold of a wing that has defensive capabilities, that has the opportunity to switch 1 through 3. So he will help them in that area, and he's a serviceable 3-point shooter. I won't say he's a great 3-point shooter, but he's serviceable, which is something that they do need on the squad with how they play ball. But if that's the only thing that they're going to do, playing is their ceiling. And I'm not sure that there's anything out there that will have them get out of the 7 to 10 range. But I will say that I am confident in saying that there's enough talent on this team to avoid the lottery. I think lottery is disrespectful.
I do too, but also I will say this: y'all are kind of sleeping on Wiggins. You know, Wiggins. Granted, he had a lot of family
Wiggins
not on the court. Wiggins is actually a good. They chose to pay Wiggins other than Clay for a reason, and that is that. Trust me, there's a reason for that. And yes,
Clay, I think Wiggins sleeps on Wiggins.
Maybe. But I'll also say this: Podziemski. I don't want to give him enough credit to Podziemski. He had a great season as a rookie, and I think he actually has a very high ceiling. What are you giving him a nasty, dirty look? It's like, no, Podziemski had a literal. His numbers had. He had a good.
You know what would be dope? Like while we're having fun with this conversation, would be dope is if he somehow turned into Dante DiVincenzo. As far as
that would be fantastic for them. That would be ideal for them.
No, Steph's gonna take another swing.
Because I bet you the Warriors wish they had Dante last year.
I guarantee they did. I
guarantee 100% they missed him.
They wish they could have kept him and not kept the Glove Junior, Little Glove. So he's always injured, and he ain't the Glove. Gary Payton II or whatever his name is. All right, the third. I don't know. Whatever.
That is his name, Gary Payton II.
Well, if you're the second,
something along those lines.
Whatever his name is. His name.
Here's something I never understood. If you're the second,
where that Michael Jordan is.
Junior. If you're the second, doesn't that make junior? Like, right? Am I wrong?
I mean, there could be different reasons for that.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's up to the person naming them, but traditionally, it is junior, first, second, third, and so on and so forth. That's usually the denomination.
They could be anticipating.
Oh, okay. So next time when I see someone saying someone the third, I'm going to call them junior. So there
we go. It's like
going to make up names. We're just going to be
like it's like John Doe the fourth.
John Doe the fourth. John Doe Junior.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, let's
get no. Like my stepdad has like. I'm sorry, but like my dad is like Lewis, another Lewis, a third Lewis, a fourth Lewis. So we call Lou but we differentiated it. So like Lewis, Louis.
Oh, I see where you're going with this now. Oh, it's like Nick.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna name my kid. I'm gonna have 5 kids. I'm gonna name 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. How about that? That's just gonna be their names. Hey, 5, come here. All right, guys.
Get the B at 4.
There's your 5.
4. Here's your 5. Oh, nice. Good time. All right. Hey, you know what? I was gonna do these individually. No need. I-95 versus the world. Eastern Conference was, for very good reason, slandered hated on this season, very deservingly. Speaking from the Charlotte point of view, but right now the tri-state area plus the New England area, in this case for Massachusetts.
Oh my God, E-Rock!
I know I had to do it. Had to, sweetie. It's like the I-90.
Sweetie me.
No shit. I'm just trying.
Do you know that Connecticut's in New England? Do you know this or no?
I think it's in Connecticut. I mean, I think it's in New England, but that's personally me. I think you know what you can count. It's the tri-state. Connecticut's not even a state. It's just part of New York. All right, so
there we go.
There you go. See, that's the tri-state. We got that, and we got New York, Atusas. Or Connecticut, whatever. You get the gist. All right, but we're going to call it 95. I-95 is what we're going to call this, because that goes through all 3 cities. Right now, the Knicks looked like they were about to run away with most improved team. I would still probably have them favored slightly on the barometer scale. The Sixers made a big old splash with Mr. George. And instead of getting Mr. Thompson. But I think they made the right decision. Paul George, 4 years, max contract, over 200 plus mil. Guys, Where does the East stack up right now? I'll take your opinions one at a time. Yell at each other if you'd like to, because I'm looking forward to it. And the Knicks vitriol from an actual Knicks fan. By the way, Joe, that was great earlier. I actually did call that last season. I said, dude, you're just giving bad vibes to the Knicks. So this is what's happening, man. Come on, don't do that to the Knicks. Then look what happens, man. All right.
I love how my
That-
compliment was really just to support the fact that he said something about it.
Oh, that's Joe. Why don't you start this round off?
No, that doesn't excuse you from having done that.
Yeah.
As far as the team stacking up is concerned, I feel like we're a touch a little too early as far as my personal like giving projections. For me, I do like what the Knicks did, albeit very expensive. Yeah, especially when Obi is concerned. I'm always going to be concerned by paying a player of that nature that higher price tag. When you look at his games played the last 3 to 4 seasons, that's something that is concerning from my standpoint. I do love that. He's been in some nitty gritty games, right? He was in Toronto. He was there when all of that went down. So I don't worry about him like postseason wise and knowing what to do when he gets there and all that kind of jazz. I think when he's available, he's one of the best two-way players in the game. So I do love that for the Knicks. I just don't love the price tag that came with. And I also question who else was going to come to that price tag with that injury history. But then you see Paul George getting what he gets, and then you see Hardenstein getting what he gets, and you're just like, well, maybe that's just the price tag at this point. You see someone like Hardenstein getting the money that he got. There was absolutely no way the Knicks were going to be able to match that.
No.
Just the way they're constructed, the way their cap situation is, they couldn't go over a certain amount, period. So good on them, getting Hardenstein for OKC, but roster construction's not done yet.
Joe, give me an early, then just give me like on paper.
I'm
like,
pivoting to that now.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm going there. Yeah, I'm going there.
Sorry.
Yeah, let the magic work. As far as looking at the at where the Eastern Conference is going to go, Paul George really says to me that's a +4 situation. They're going to be in the top 4. I think Boston will be in the top 4. I believe the Knicks will be in the top 4, health willing. And then after that is where it gets interesting. But that's where I'm seeing the kind of like the top 3 stacking up in the Eastern Conference. I think I could see any one of those teams giving Boston a run. I give a honorable mention to whatever Orlando does this off season. There's a need for shooting there that I'd like to see filled. There was rumors that Clay could have filled that hole. Unfortunately, they weren't able to capitalize on that. But they do need some premier shooting to balance out their offense, because I believe mid-range, they've got locked down with who they have. I think Franz and Paolo can lock up that mid-range area, but I would have liked to see some shooting to be able to put them in the top 4. But if given a top 3 right now, absolutely, I'm going New York, Philly, and Boston, and then from there, it's everybody else.
Yeah, it's obviously the Hornets. It's obviously, we all know it's the Hornets. I mean, come on, we all know who's taking on the Larry O'Brien, the Lario this. Maybe not the Cheerio.
Well, what I will say about the Hornets, since you brought them up, I will say is that they could be the wild card of this conference, because whatever charity they're going to give these teams to take on their ridiculous contracts to get second round picks is going to help someone out, and they've already helped people out. So honestly, they could be a wild card depending on how much crap they're willing to put on their team to compile picks.
All right, so Joe wins the show. I'll see y'all later. I'm playing with you. I'm messing with you. Joe wins the show for complimenting the Hornets. That's a rare thing. Thank you, Joe. Shout out to Tree Hill. Shout out to Tree Hill High. That's great. I love it. Hey, that's good. Well, now I've made the order all weird. I'll go with Gabe.
Yeah.
Let's go with you next. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, so this is why you have to evaluate what the players did last year, the teams did last year. That's our latest sample size, so we can't just dismiss it and say we're on to the next season. That would be malpractice. So for that reason, I didn't like the Dallas Mavericks getting Klay Thompson, and for that reason, I actually did like the Philadelphia Sixers getting Paul George. We saw last year that even on that Clippers team, a team that we all had big question marks coming in, that Paul George, for the most part, could make it work on his own as needed / with another star. And that's really what you're asking for, because I don't think anyone's counting on Joel Embiid for 80 games or anywhere near there. So now, conversely, you're still worried about Paul George not showing up. But I say all that to say they got the best available player, and any other team that's now going to be scrambling for players, they're going to have to fill their min-max and 100% overpay for whatever's left. So I don't mind what Philly did. I like it. Probably overpaid for Kelly Oubre, but again, I think that has more to do with the min-max situation. Like what the Knicks did, yes. And case in point, instead of going for overpaying for mediocre players, they now just paid they're not paid top heavy. So I liked what the Knicks did last year. I think they're building off of that. I still think this Philadelphia 76ers team is going to be limited. And Boston, not even the front office of Boston wants Boston. So don't worry, they won't be a dynasty. So I'm not too worried about them. This will be between the Cavs, Knicks, maybe the 76ers, but I'm also anticipating the Miami Heat to bounce back.
I'm glad you brought up, and we kind of were sleeping on the Pacers too. I mean, Pacers just locked in Pascal as well. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, that's pretty dope. I mean, it's going to be an interesting race. And again, obviously the Hornets are going to win the whole thing. But taking that out of it, I will say this before.
Pardon me, boys. I must depart. And adios.
I know. That's why I wanted to let you. That's why I want to let you go next. I apprate it. Hey, thanks for being on, sir. As always.
Right. Yep.
Later, boys.
All right,
later,
see
man.
you. All right, see you, man.
Yeah, Gabe didn't get he didn't win the show. Gabe didn't win the show because he did not compliment. Because he did not compliment the Hornets. All right, Jordan, before you go next, let me go ahead and pose this to you. So here's the thing about the Paul George move. Unlike, it was kind of a bitter kind of exit, like similar to Klay. Well, Klay just seemed like fine, I get it. You know, it's an unfortunate market.
It felt, for Klay, it felt like a little bit more like, okay, my time is done. I love you guys, but I gotta make my money.
Well, no, it's that injury. It's the injury, and it said, "What is the smart move?" And Mike Dunleavy, goofy self, his goofy ass, decided that he needed to what Bob Myers? He probably has Bob Myers on speed dial. Yeah. Probably
exactly.
But
Paul George is like, "Hey, yo, I'm out later."
Yeah, Paul George though, he's saying like, "I'm 35 and I want to win a champ. I want to win a chip." And this team, I cannot count on.
Yeah.
I cannot count on Kawhi, and he's still going to keep his crib in LA. I'm sure.
Yeah,
he'll have something going down with that. But I mean, Paul George going there. They re-signed. That was at 3 a.m. They re-signed Kelly Oubre. Or extended him right after that. Good old Oubre. I don't have a problem with him. He's kind of a tool, but at the same time,
he's a good depth piece. Like, you know, like he's a good bench starter. Like.
I don't even know. Yeah, they are a little top heavy. And they signed
exactly.
They signed someone say they signed was it Andre I don't know. Someone we were cracking up. Me and Josh were cracking up about Andre Drummond's fat ass yesterday. We're not going to go into that, but right now So yeah, taking that into account, you think that this makes, and I love the Cavs were shouted out too. So right now, the Celtics still the team to beat, and who is the most?
Yeah.
My question to pose to you is, who is the team best for now, best equipped to beat them matchup wise?
In a 7-game series.
Yes, 7-game series.
And it's not even being biased, it's because like I think it's hard not to pick the Knicks because like they have the defense to at least like outpace outbeat Boston, like to outlast Boston in a 7-game series.
Yeah, I got
If you have Jalen Brunson leading the pack, you have DiVincenzo and or Hart being the companion. You have Mikal Bridges and all the games he plays, in which Tom Thibodeau was looking like, give me all the minute, boy. You have OG coming back, even though he did get a lot of money and does have the injury history. He is one of the better two-way players in the NBA right now. And Mitchell Robinson is coming back healthy, and you also have Julius Randle. Like you had the players to at least outlast Boston. It's mostly depending on health, and that's the same with Philly. Like Philly, I think it's going to be like at least a top 3, top 4 like team in the East because they have those three. Yeah, they have those three. Even though Embiid is well, people can't depend. Like he is dependable when he's healthy. They still have Tyrese Maxey emerging as a star.
Yeah,
Paul George is still a beast, and they do have a lot of good depth pieces, which is why I really like the move. Like,
I do too. I gotta actually say, I'll give you my top, because I gotta spark some here. I'm gonna give you my top 3 right now, or how it's gonna finish out. I should say my top 3. This is gonna be like how it finishes regular season. Knickerbockers 1, Celtics at 2, Sixers will be at 3, or I could even switch Celtics and Sixers, because the reason I would take the Knicks over, even though they're missing Hartenstein, which is a big loss, but Joe, you called it. I ain't paying him that much. Hell no. That's ridiculous. It's absurd. They'll figure something out. But their perimeter defense is what they needed. I think they cinched that up pretty well this offseason. Just even like, right, and they still have to finalize. I just found this out today. They have to finalize the Mikal Bridges thing. Not saying he's not going to sign, saying that they could actually get more assets involved with it, like on other trades involved, other teams involved. So the Knicks could still wind up with a 5. So go, I got Knicks being the best team in the East when the smoke clears. Now that is all predicated, as was pointed out by my very esteemed colleagues here, that, by the way, that is very much based on the availability. But hey, Paul George got out of one availability situation to another one. So hopefully, luckily, he's going from a good coach to another good coach. So I don't know, but Celtics, especially with Porzingis being uncertain, Al Horford being, a million years old again. I don't know if I'm assuming he's coming back. Now we'll see what happens on that, man.
Boston's bringing him out from the retirement home just to get him back in the game.
Oh, let's move from the East to the West. And Joe, I want to start with you on this as well. Russell Westbrook obviously opted. Well, he's going to get traded. He opted in, which is the weirdest thing. I said this with Josh yesterday. It's like the NBA is so funky because it's like, all right, if a player is opting into their contract, that probably means he's not going to be there. When a player opts out, that means it's the weirdest thing. But we don't. I still don't understand the apron. I know the basics, but I'm not a financier. So I'm going to go ahead and just say right now, without talking numbers, Russell Westbrook talking to the Nuggets, and they already lost Caldwell Pope. Is it a better fit for? And this is like me just making up a scenario, because I think maybe the Warriors should try and talk to Russell Westbrook because he's in California, and I know it's a far one, but so who would be a better fit for Russell Westbrook? And in this scenario, Golden State or Denver? No, Joe. Oh, Joe. Joe. I mean, Joe.
Yeah, no, I was waiting to see if
I'm
Jordan
not.
was gonna dive into his food right now.
Nope.
As far as
Mute your mic, Jordan. Dear God, man.
as far as his
I already finished
his
eating, so I'm
options
good.
here,
What's up?
I mean, either one's going to be interesting. Me personally, I just because of what I saw out of the backup point guard position for Denver last year, I would love to see him there. I was not a fan, and very vocally so, of Reggie Jackson.
You were.
Braun's very raw. But I wanted to see him more than I wanted to see Reggie Jackson, and clearly they felt the same way because they let him walk. Or actually, no, they jettisoned him to Siberia, to get him off their roster. I mean, you laugh, but Tim Hardaway Jr. got jettisoned to Siberia too by being traded to your team. So,
Hey, I didn't say hey, that was a low blow. Come on,
it's where good players
Oh,
go to die.
no, Hardaway Jr. went to Detroit, right?
Oh, is that what happened? Listen,
No, Reggie Jackson it's going to Charlotte.
Either way,
I didn't
they
know
got
Reggie Jackson
jettisoned
was
to
actually in Charlotte. I didn't
Siberia.
know Reggie Jackson was in Charlotte. When did that
Either
happen?
He got
way,
traded.
Either way, they got
I didn't
jettisoned
know
to
that.
Siberia.
I actually like that
It's
team.
literally the same team on different areas of the country. Only Detroit has hope. As far as where Westbrook goes here, I think it'll be better for him, to get a chip, but also like if he wants to restore some sort of value, for him to be part of a potentially championship team. If he could get on with Denver, I think it'd be really good for him. It gives them another ball handler outside of Jamal Murray, outside of Jokic. They can get their respective usages down. Now, you trade the downside there, where he's not an offensive threat from 3-point land. That part you do sacrifice. But I believe the when you're getting a player to just kind of fit in with the team, there's obviously going to be some holes, right? When you're getting into this stage of like the free agency period, the people that you're trying to get have a hole somewhere, when you're operating on the fringes. But I believe the upside is better for him in Denver than it is in Golden State. I think Golden State, just based on how much shooting they need on that team, I believe it would be a bad fit. Because they're gonna give him the Draymond Green treatment. They're gonna leave him out there to shoot the threes, just like they've been leaving Draymond. Which, let's be honest, Draymond made him pay last year, if we're being real about it. I don't think, unless Westbrook somehow makes that leap in his shooting as Draymond did, and makes teams keeps teams honest, I don't foresee that being a fit. So for all those reasons, I think his best landing spot would be Denver, if he's going to be seen as valuable. I think that's where his best value is to a team.
Talk about disrespect. I mean, Clay can stop bitching and moaning. Pardon my French, everyone, because here's the thing. Russ, and yeah, Jordan, you can jump back in as long as you're not crunching on some onion rings or something. So I was, talk about disrespect. Russ has been nothing but class in LA from the Lakers to the Clippers, and on the Clippers when Harden, his sorry self, got there, he took the back seat after a bit and was fine with it. Or he acknowledged he was fine with it. He's been nothing but class. I think he's been treated way too raw, like such a raw deal. I like Russell Westbrook still because that dude has a very similar mentality. Well, in a way, to KD, and just ironically, just in this case, he just wants to go and ball. He plays as hard as he plays. Him and like Mikal Bridges, that's a good way to compare. They play as hard as they can every game, and they play most games, if not all games. So I got to give him credit. I think the Clippers are tripping. Clippers ain't clipping. If they are clipping, they're clipping the wrong things, right? Because they're burning bridges where they're just going to regret it so much. They should have paid Paul George before they paid Kawhi, but that's my opinion. Jordan, same kind of question, but also any other thoughts you have on the West as well?
Russell Westbrook perfect fit to Denver if he wants to win now, because they're competing now. Like you're getting less pressure to Jamal Murray. Yeah, but you're a good backup. Like it's like peanut butter jelly. It just works for them. Golden State. Like it'll work much better than Chris Paul. Hey, good God.
No comment. No comment.
But yeah. I just don't see him going to Golden State. Like unless he wants, unless he really wants to work with him. But currently, I still think like their ceiling is to play, and they could still like make a good amount of noise.
Yeah. No, I think that's y'all are disrespecting the Warriors today. I'm just letting y'all know. I'm not.
And the West.
What's up? Sorry.
Like last year, it's gonna be a bloodbath. Everyone's gonna try and kill each other. It's gonna be good prime time television for everyone. Much watch TV. Like it's gonna be fun. But still, the off season's here. So
Jordan, we got breaking news from Joe Wojnarowski here. I just saw it on the chat. Mr. Joe Woj over here. Tell us the news you just shared, bro.
Well, it looks like Jason Tatum and the Boston Celtics have finalized the 5-year Supermax extension worth $314 million.
Good God.
Honestly, this is the perfect time to sell the team. Both of your stars are locked in for max deals for the for the foreseeable future. You have a bench player, or a role player of Derek White's magnitude locked in. Holiday's locked in.
They just extended. Sorry to interrupt you. They just extended today Derek White too.
His shiny head led them to a chip.
Dude, they are expensive, man. All right, yeah. Sorry, continue. I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna tie it up in a bow. It's like it makes sense how ownership is like, okay, I'm gonna put this franchise in the best possible situation, right? Real. And I saw what they paid. I think it was like 200 or 300 million. I forget the exact number, but I remember seeing it in comparison to what they're valued at now, or what their stake in the team is valued at now, and the profit's insane. What they're gonna come out of this deal for what they put in for initially is amazing. And you know what? I ain't mad at them to do it.
No, what's that meme? What's that meme? It's like take my money now. Take my money. In this case, it's
take like shop and take my money.
Yeah, in this case, it's more like, give me your money now, please. Or not please, give me your money. We'll start the bidding at $1 trillion, please. That's Jesus. Imagine. Oh my God. You're right. This is absurd. Oh my God. How are they going to afford it? The second apron shit is going to be, well, shit hitting the fan is one way to put it. This is going to really screw them next year, though. I mean, they are locked in with 4 different players. That's cool. I respect it.
That's a Brad Stevens problem.
That is a Brad. Because then it's like, where's your bench going after that? Where are they going?
You know what he's going to say? That's a tomorrow problem.
Tomorrow restructures everything.
He's going to say that's He's going to say that's a Joe Mazzulla problem, because he's going to get out of there too. Watch Brad Stevens bail for Miami or something like that. Random. I don't know. Something random. I don't know. Dear God. Yeah, I can't believe they paid Drew Holiday over $100 million as an extension. Close to 200. They've paid Derek White. They've extended him now. I think it's like about $200 million. And now Jaylen Brown 275 of his previous year. Now this is 314, if I heard that right. Holy balls, that is extreme. Like, well, Chris Schnaps ain't gonna be here after his contract. That's for damn sure. They ain't gonna be able to afford him.
Well, then again, I mean, keep in mind, they'll have Bird by that time, so they'll be able to go over the cap in order to keep him, because he would have been with the team for X amount of years.
Oh, I don't know how that works. I'll take your word for it. I don't know how that.
Called bird rights.
Oh, okay. So I didn't know that. That's why I don't know that. I'll defer to your expertise.
Yeah, if you're with a franchise for I believe it's 3 or 4 years, something of that nature, you get bird rights to where you're allowed to go over the cap, in order to retain them.
This is why beautiful minds over here. Like, we work in sports. Yeah. We all work in sports articles, sport journalism, betting, podcasting. Yeah. We've all had separate things. But I don't know dick about. No, I'm terrible at math. Yeah. But I look in sports numbers and betting.
Yeah. I'm the guy who plays 2K and Madden for the general manager part. Everybody else plays it to play the actual games. No, I'm in the roster management. I'm shipping out ornery contracts and getting back young players in return, and I'm building through the drafts.
Nerd.
Yeah, but you know what? I have more championships than all those franchises combined.
Hey, you know what? Hey, you know what? Without those nerds, Golden State wouldn't have. Without those nerds like Bob Myers, Golden State would not have been one of the best dynasties without. I'm not going to talk about that old toad for Chicago in the 90s, even though he was like Jerry, what's his name? Jerry Krause. But at the same time, he was a very good general manager. Let's be real. Not so much Phil Jackson. Not so much. Not so much.
Oh, God, no.
Krause got Scottie Pippen on the cheap. He is one of the best general managers of all time. What do you mean?
He is.
He got him to sign that obscenely stupid contract in the 90s, and on top of that, he was able to wheel and deal and get himself the Rodmans of the world, and like these guys that are like maybe taking on some personality and some issues, but still making it work.
To be fair, he did not want Rodman. That was Jackson and Reinhorst, the guy, the owner, Reinsdorf. Excuse me. Thank you. They were the ones that gave Jackson wanted him. Ryan, whatever. He just said, like, if Phil was okay with it, Jerry had to just go with it. And
you still got to figure it out.
You still got to figure it out.
You still have to make it. You still have to make the money happen.
He did. And they did hate him for somewhat good reasons and somewhat not good reasons. But they did get Tony Kukoc as well, which is not a bad pickup. Tony Kukoc is pretty damn good. People forget about Mr. Kukoc. What do they call him before he got famous? Kukoc.
Listen, that was the beginning of all this stuff with the Jokic's and the Nowitzkis and Ginobilis and all that international talent. That all started back with New Jersey and getting Drazen Petrovic and Sarunas Marciulionis with Golden State. Like, this didn't just Arvydas Sabonis. Like, this didn't just happen overnight. This has been a long progression of time where the international players have started coming into the league. So Kukoc is part of that in the early 90s and getting the world's eyes on the international talent.
Yeah, because he was from during the Czech War or whatever. I can't. It's
on the Croatian national team.
Yeah. And then there was and then also Peja Stojakovic can move on, like other people. Like
Peja.
Yeah.
Peja. I love Peja Stojakovic. I liked that Kings team in general. That was a good team, man.
That's a good team.
They got screwed a little bit over that, and also they just didn't have good coaching half the time. Okay. So plus he ran into the Lakers, which is never easy to do. Oh, that hurt me to say that. Oh, I think I just got a stomach. I think I just got acid reflux saying anything good about the Lakers. Oh God, y'all, I had a verp. I had a verp from that.
Oh,
Oh my
God.
God.
Don't hurt yourself.
Yeah, I think I just hurt myself. Never let me say anything good about the Lakers again. That hurt me. I'll just say nice things about Jeannie Buss. That's the only thing I'll say anything nice about. Okay, so
Just a small little add to this deal per ESPN per Woj. That contract by Tatum includes a player option and trade kicker.
oh, so he has a no trade clause. Is that what that means?
I believe they would say no trade clause on there if that was the case. I believe trade kicker is something different that I can research while you talk.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
that sounds good. Because here's the thing about NBA contracts: it makes no damn sense to me. There are so many loopholes. Thank God for the Joes of the world that understand shit like this. Here's F-bomb of the day because I fucking don't. Okay, I don't know what the fuck he's even talking. We talked about a bird thing. I thought he was talking about Sue Bird or Larry Bird. I didn't know what the hell he was talking about. All right, so let's move forward a little bit more while he's looking this up because.
Trade kickers are it's a clause in the contract that allows you to get a bonus if you're traded within the period of the contract. So it's basically it's a kicker in the contract that pays you a bonus if you're traded while you're on said contract.
It's insurance essentially.
So what?
What?
So basically, what Colorado did when they traded Aaron Donald from the Cardinals, they gave the Cardinals $50 million.
Wait, what?
Yeah, that contract.
What are you talking about?
It basically reminds me of like the trade kicker of like, okay, you get traded, you get a bonus. Like it basically kind of reminds me of like what the Colorado Rockies did with Nolan Arenado. They traded him to the Cardinals. And they paid him $50 million to deal with the contract.
You know what? That's basically like Russell Wilson, but not exactly. But it's kind of like Russell Wilson unintentionally. Unintentionally, it's like Russell Wilson.
Yeah,
that's just more stupidity than anything else.
Yeah.
So Joe, I'm so glad you're here today. This is great. I did this with Varsity yesterday, and it's like that this or that kind of thing. And it was food related, and it was like not like extravagant things, but it was, I'm gonna ask you like the similar questions that Jordan, you too. Don't worry, no soup questions. You sacrilegious son of a bitch. Someone doesn't enjoy soup like that. And the only soup he had recently was from Applebee's. Dear God, man. you're a great guy, but you make me sad sometimes. So
Aww.
No, I mean, yeah, that's why, because I care about you so much. But it's like, come on, Jordan. All right, get with the program. Okay, you got mad bodegas around you. Okay, Joe, I'm gonna start with you on this, guys. Here you go. Best. I started with this yesterday. I'm gonna keep going with it. Best cheese or two cheeses combo for the grilled cheese sandwich. Hit me.
That's tough. I don't really.
There you go.
I don't really diversify my cheese too much on a grilled cheese. Like if I'm serving it as an hors d'oeuvre, that's different. Then I spice it up. Whether it's pepper jack, whether it's Munster. I like a little brie from time to time. Brie's really good. But as far as like a grilled cheese sandwich, I usually stick to like the top three. That's usually pepper jack, good old American, and some cheddar. That's usually where I go. And then depending on what I'm mixing in with it, if I'm doing like a soup combo type situation, then I'm probably sticking to the cheddar or the American. The pepper jack could be good with that. It'll add some kick. But I like the combination of the cheddar and or American with like a tomato soup type situation.
Oh, that's classic. And don't sleep on Havarti either being on there. Havarti is delicious. But I love the brie. And by the way, just because this is before Chef Boy RU something goes in a second. I will say this somewhat. Josh brought it up because Josh said, "Oh, I don't do American." I'm like, American's good occasionally. I mean, it's not like it's not really cheap. It's It's not really cheese. I don't know what it is, but it's something. It's good.
It's basic. That's the thing.
It's government cheese.
It's basic.
Mm,
Basic's a good way to put it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's basic. Like,
But here's a combo I was going to tell you since you mentioned went the extra mile, because he mentioned mozzarella on a. I'm like, and he's like, maybe some tomatoes. I'm like, well, if you can do that, go the whole distance, put some basil on there, and you got yourself a caprese salad sandwich.
Yeah.
Caprese sandwich. I'm like,
yeah,
well, that's bomb as hell. Tell me that ain't delicious sounding. And you have like
that sounds good.
that was some minestrone. They have like an Italian kind of soup and sandwich. There you go. All right, I just had to bring that up, Joe. I knew you'd appreciate that. Jordan, I'm glad you appreciate that too. All right. You get.
Yeah, I'm about to say like with the grilled cheese, it's just basic. For grilled cheese, it's basically just go American cheese if I'm willing to have a grilled cheese. But like if I'm going to do it with a sandwich, I'm probably gonna do not even or like cheddar or like either cheddar or mozzarella or pepper jack, because pepper jack is really good. Like it's underrated. Like pepper,
all right.
like
All right.
yeah,
No,
like,
I dig it. No, I dig
like
it.
a lot of those cheese, like a lot of the cheeses are really underrated. That's the thing; they're really good.
Yeah, tell him, bro. Tell him. All right. This is the next one. Hold up. This is the next one. We're gonna move forward. Actually, oh yeah, now I remember. I was like trying to recall all the ones I was thinking of yesterday. Oh, here they are. Here they are. This one's like a two-parter. English is fun. Favorite style of fry, French fry. Favorite, if you know what you guys know what I mean, right? Like there's different forms of fries, etc.
I had some waffle fries. They're pretty good. I prefer like either like a straight or curly, because like I don't know. I don't know. Curly fries are really good, but like
yeah, they're called
like
shoestrings.
Shoestrings.
That's the McDonald's like normal kind. It's like the skinny end.
Yeah, but the ones that they do in Checkers, they're really good.
Checkers.
Like, but that thing I only tried the basic fry. I didn't try any of the other like style fries, which really pissed. It was like, damn, I should have gotten like some of that. I forgot the name, but it had like this. It's like regular cheese fries, like bacon cheese fries, all that stuff. Like I should have at least tried one of that, but like yeah, I prefer like
you're talking about steakhouse style, like steakhouse fries.
Steakhouse fries. Yeah, they're alright in most restaurants. Like they're alright.
Oh, sorry, my bad. I thought that's what you were trying to reach for, but
no,
Checkers fries. That's where I'm at. Checkers fries is always my number one. But if I had a backup, I'll tell you my backup in a second. Let me go to every appetite Joe over here. The human disposal.
So I have a top 5. On top is the ultimate fries at Charlie's. It has you put over it like cheese. It's just like cheese, bacon, and there's like some other sauce on the top. For some reason, all of them put together is just like amazing. Then I usually have it with a chicken teriyaki sandwich, and it's amazing. So that's my number 1. My number 2 is the Checkers fries. The seasoning makes it so that you literally do not need any sauce whatsoever. And matter of fact, it's actually blasphemous if you actually use sauce with the Checkers fries. Third, very underrated. Not a lot of people talk about it. Sweet potato fries. Sweet potato fries are really good. Solid number 3 for me. 4, I do love waffle fries. Waffle fries are really good. Usually is I believe Chick-fil-A is really the ones that I've had in the past. But a lot of restaurants do employ the waffle fries, which is really good.
I haven't seen them here. I don't know where you find. I wish I could find them. They're good. They're good.
Waffle fries are good. Waffle fries with the Polynesian sauce, trust.
You and Josh, you guys like, and I'm fine with Polynesian. See something like
listen.
It's like duck sauce essentially. It's
side story about 10-15 years ago. No, that math isn't mathing. Closer to 10.
We have beautiful minds here. The guy knows freaking NBA numbers, and then he's like 5, 15. I don't know.
Sorry. Closer to 10. I just remember me in my friend's dorm room in FSU, and we were just sitting here. We were sitting in his dining room, and we're eating Chick-fil-A, and we were just saying to ourselves, like, man, this thing is so good. How is it not like bottled up like ketchup and mustard? Like, why isn't this? Why haven't they just bottled this stuff up and just sold it? Like, they're missing out on so much money from this.
They do
And
now.
it was the same. Yeah, yeah. Very upset about it, if I'm being honest. But that same day, yeah, no, but listen, that same day we also ordered, we also did grocery shopping, but we like physically went to the Publix to do the grocery shopping, and we brought it back. It's like, man, why can't we just order this stuff online like we do fast food and have it delivered to us?
Oh
Like,
god.
why do we the same day as the bottling Polynesian sauce, and within 5 years of that day,
Yeah, man.
you could order groceries online and you had Polynesian sauce bottled in the store. And I was like,
No.
we need to act upon these random thoughts that we have. Chat,
Mhm.
All right.
audience out there, if you
Yeah.
have a dream and you have a moment where you say, you know what, this should be a good idea,
You know,
make it actionable.
Let me piggyback off that real quick. I'm glad you said that. I'm so fucking glad you said that. I don't care if that's the second F word today. I don't care. This pisses me off. I was in my ex demon girlfriend's dorm room. Ironically, a dorm room. There you go. Well, maybe it's dorm rooms where this kind of shit's happening.
College, it's all that learning.
Yeah, I'm visiting her. It's all the
Yeah.
learning. Well, I was also really stoned. So allegedly.
Also makes you think.
Exactly.
I just gotten back from Sheets, and I was like, shit, I forgot to get. And I smoked back then, so I was like, I gotta get cigarettes, and it'd be cool if I got some beer too. And I was like, you know, it would be dope, and why the hell's no one done this? It's a similar thing about the food thing. It's like, you know, why don't they sell cigarettes or beer or stuff? Like, people can just go to the store and pick shit for you, and you get a cut from it. Enter in 3 years later. Postmates, son of a bitch. You stealing bastards. I knew it. Oh, hold up. There's Dre. Look at Dre jumping in. Joe just inspired me. Dude, to hell with you, Postmates. To hell with you. Joe's absolutely right. Guys, if
You
got
know
a
what's
dream,
really funny about you
he's
saying
the most
Postmates?
Carpe diem. Carpe diem.
That's what we ordered to get that Chick-fil-A. We ordered it from Postmates.
Damn you, Postmates! Damn you!
It all came full circle.
This is so unfortunate.
Because in Tallahassee, that's all that was around. It was Postmates
I
and
know.
like one other thing.
Yeah.
That's how we ordered the Chick-fil-A.
They were the only ones that were allowed to sell booze and cigarettes, and it didn't last long because eventually they had to start getting like licensing, shit like that. But I was like, you know what? I could just have like flyers on trees, like old school style. This is why I don't get into marketing apparently. And I said, like, I'm just gonna say, hey, you drunk? You can't drive? I got you. And it's like, hit me up. But I need the money first. Like, but you gotta wire me the money. So that way I know you're getting it. And then enter Postmates. Son of a bitch. All right. And you got it from Postmates. I'm so sad right now. Okay. So best fries, I agree with you. Although I like the he inspired me too, but don't rub it in. All right. He inspired me until he mentioned Postmates. Damn you. So I will say this: best kind of fry, Checkers, no doubt. And I wouldn't go with it's blasphemous to have sauce with it. Not too much though.
Yeah.
I could eat them plain. I could eat them plain easily. They're better than that. And I want to shout out to curly fries. People say as long as they ain't greasy and all that, crispy curly fries are bomb as hell. All right. Here's the part B of this question. Best sauce to go with your fry, unless it's Checkers, and apparently it's blasphemous. So your go-to sauce or sauces to go with fries. And by the way, Polynesian is bomb. It's basically like duck sauce, but it's also I need a little something else. So yeah,
I don't think I ever had. I don't think I never had Polynesian, but I do love honey. You know, honey mustard, mustard and ketchup is basic, but like honey mustard.
ketchup.
Ketchup's it's basic. Like it works.
Ketchup's only
It's
good
so
on a hot
basic.
dog or a burger. It's only places ketchup belongs on. Get out of here, ketchup. Damn
But
you,
your honey mustard or like some people put mayo on it. I get it, but like
on a fry? On fries?
Yeah, some people do. I don't do it, but like
I've done it when I'm in a pinch. I've done like hot sauce in it mixed together, make chipotle. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But that's ghetto rigging it.
Or cheese. Yeah. There's sure that or cheese, but like. But yeah, I prefer honey mustard because it's really good.
And by the way, everyone that always was getting on my ass about Chick-fil-A sauce, it's just a combination of honey mustard and barbecue sauce. Get off my nuts about it. Okay, so it's okay, but it's like the same thing as McDonald's secret sauce. Damn ketchup in it. I mean, what y'all think what y'all think they just went in and made a freaking mystery sauce? This isn't good burger.
Szechuan sauce, bro. It's a Szechuan sauce.
It's like even Thousand Island has freaking his ketchup base. Joe, hit it, man. Hit it. I just had to get that off my chest. And fuck you, Postmates.
What am I hitting?
Oh, sorry.
Sauce.
Go-to sauces for fries. Go-to sauces.
I don't know.
Okay.
And I only say that because like I'm a dipper. So like if I have a certain sauce and I just want to just experiment, I'll just dip it. A lot of people dip their fries in their Frosty. A lot of people dip their fries in barbecue sauce and honey mustard sauce. They make their own little Big Mac sauce by mixing the ketchup and the mayo together and eat it that way. But I don't really do that too much with fries. If I want to do that, what I typically do is just get the loaded ones, the ones that are topped with like the melted cheese or the chili cheese fries, like those things. If I want something on my fries, that's what I do. I don't really go to sauce.
Joe,
I'm not a sauce guy when it comes to. It's not a cop out. That's just what I do.
Because a lot of places like fast food doesn't serve that. That's what I'm saying. They don't serve chili cheese fries. Some do, but not.
So I just order for the places that do. Like, what do you want from me? Like,
you know what? Touche. Like,
if they don't have it, I'll find someone who does.
You know what? How can you argue with that? That's just very true. You
know how many options are in our mutual 15-mile radiuses on our food apps? Like we have so many. Unless you live in the sticks, obviously, then you're probably a handful. But if you don't live in the sticks, then you've got so many options in that radius.
That was the touche. Like, damn, bro, you got me. That was a great point.
But I mean, to answer your question, to give you an answer, like if I'm going to dip, it's going to be either the Polynesian sauce from Chick-fil-A, barbecue sauce, or just straight up ketchup. But I don't do that often. I usually get the loaded fries.
We got that. No, we got it. But Joe, you already won. You already won this round. It wasn't even a competition, but you won somehow. It just happened. He's like, you won with the Charlotte compliment earlier, and now you win with sauce. Because I was like, how the fuck can I argue with that?
Same.
Hey, ranch, bro. Come on. I know it sounds sound redneck. Everything's like ranch. It's ranch. Ranch,
I have a lot of friends obsessed with ranch. So
on salads, yes, fries, very good.
Dude, all my friends,
but some people do put ranch on pizza, so I'm like,
I do too.
Yeah.
No, like all my friends that are brothers, they and ironically, it was a white dude that got me in. It's like one of my best friends for the longest time. He got me into hot sauce and ranch in the same day, and he got me on it with pizza, and so that's actually how I. And I'm like, damn, this is good. And I said, I know this is sacrilegious to pizza, but it's good. Especially hot sauce goes on everything, but that's different. I put hot sauce on fries and every freaking thing in the world. Ranch, bro, or Chipotle ranch. That's that bomb shit too. Hey, but don't. And you're right. Everything else y'all said is good. Maybe ketchup kind of like whatever. Goes good on a hot dog. Goes good on.
Yeah.
All right.
Mustard.
Joe, to be clear, you're not one of the people that dips his fucking fries in this Frosty, are you? Please, God, say
Oh
no.
no,
Oh my God, no.
Yeah, you know,
Oh,
there's some things that sweet and salty go together, and sweet
No.
and sour to go together, and
Dear
I
God,
get it,
no.
but I've never. That's now. I have tried it because I wouldn't be me if I haven't. I have tried it.
Trying's different.
Yeah.
So I don't. Yeah, for me to form an opinion or to have an opinion, I make sure that I try these things to be like, you know what? No, that's a
I
no.
want to call out a certain demographic as well, and it's not like specific demographics, but it's who you are. Everyone who does this.
Yeah.
When you go to a Mexican restaurant, Latino restaurant, it doesn't matter. And there's a sauce and the chips, etc. This pisses me off beyond no end. You have the communal salsa and you order some queso.
Okay.
There's that dip, the salsa, or
and then go back over.
It doesn't matter either way. And I look back down, and I'm like, "You son of a bitch!" I was like, "I guess so. I guess these are yours now. Great." Like,
salsa on my queso.
Like, this ain't Reese's, bro. This ain't Reese's. This ain't your peanut butter, my chocolate, my pop chocolate. I said, this ain't this, bro. I said, guess what? You're paying for this damn queso. I'm getting my own now, you jackass. I hate that.
Yeah.
I hate that. It's like, would you do this with guacamole? No. Then all right.
And this is why, if I want something like that, I'll get the loaded ones where they're already pre-made that way. But I get what you're saying. You're getting, you go to the restaurant. It's like, it's like when you go to an Italian restaurant, they serve you bread with while you wait for the other stuff. Same thing with the Mexican restaurants. They serve you nachos with the salsa while you wait for your
That's even worse. That's what you said. The bread thing. All right, fine. As long as you're not double dipping, like ooh, and like then But again, that's just
then you're an asshole.
Yeah, you're not my friend. And secondly, with I've been very mad at my friends have known, like, before they'd even do, I smack their hand. I'm like, nope, like a Catholic nun, like, nope. Get your gripey ass hands away from that. You want that? You take the chip, you put it on, you mix it on your own damn plate. I want that
like a ruler.
Yeah, that's what they're like.
Having flashbacks to Sunday school.
Yeah,
that's 5 demerits right there, mother. Yeah. Get out of here. I was like, do not make me kick your ass. I was like, we will fight over this. I swear, don't do it. And here's the other one: the people that do this with Mexican restaurants, they leave the chip in the dip. They leave it there. Just leave it. And I'm like, so what are you waiting for it to marinate? The hell are you doing with this thing, man? Well, just dip it anyway. It's not like it's dirty. It's just weird. Get it out of my damn dip, bro. I can't handle people. Can't handle people sometimes. Just freaking savages live in this world. I swear to God. I just want to see the world burn.
No, that's his job.
That's actually true. That's
Jordan's
fair.
job.
Jordan, are you
the world burn?
Jordan, are you a closet sauce dip, double dipper? Is that what's happening?
Not really. Not double dipper. Like if I get, like if it's like the scoop, it's like I just do one dip. I'm like,
yeah, because that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
God, it's like people that did that.
I ain't double dip. Jesus Christ! Like,
dude, I will lose my gourd if I look down at my cheese dip or in my salsa, and there's a combo of red and white.
I will only double dip if it's my own separate.
That's different. That's different.
I asked for that so that I could do that for that express purpose. But if it's communal and you're just dipping your shit everywhere. No, you're a heathen for that.
You're not my friend. You're not my friend. Everything he said. Joe is the winner of the day today. Like everything.
We fight.
We're all winners, but we're all losers with people like y'all losers.
Yeah.
Not you guys specifically, but you people out there, and you know who you are.
You know what I imagine E-Rock does when someone's about to double dip? You remember the Key and Peele skit when they're doing the thrust?
Oh God.
Yeah. Yeah, I imagine him like the referee waiting for them to double dip.
That's it.
And then, wow! Instead of throwing a flag, they just get punched right in the face.
Yeah, exactly.
Were the commercials from Miller back in the day where it was someone office linebacker who tackles people for doing wrong shit? That's me.
Oh,
that's me. You're right. That's me.
I imagine just Waiting for
Someone's
the
like,
double.
"Oh, where's
No,
my?"
you're gonna be like this. You see that double dip, like this.
Wow!
Okay.
Get that
Sorry.
trash away from
Me.
me. Don't do it.
Waiter comes back, she's like, I need some new sauce and a towel for his nose.
Yeah. You're sloppy.
I don't,
Listen.
even, I,
Oh.
like, I don't even wait. I'm just like,
I need new salsa and a towel for his nose.
I'm like, by the time you see my friend with like a massive red hand, because like, I'm like, I see your hand do that.
What did you learn?
You do that shit one more
Don't
time, I
double
will
tip in the
literally,
salsa.
you will pull back a nub if you do it one more time, bro. I swear to God. I'm like, you know what? I'd even prefer you to do hot sauce on there at least, because I like hot sauce. But that's different because you didn't dip your damn chip in it. Ah! Son of a bitch. God, you people disgust me. Not you guys again, but you people out there disgust me, you chaotic jackasses. Don't multi-dip. I'm not double dipping. Don't double dip, but don't multi-dip. You weirdos. God, you suck. All right. Thank you. Everyone indulge. Can you tell I'm passionate about this? Can you tell?
Yeah. We can tell you are. You can tell. You're from the South. You care about the food.
Little bit.
It drives me. Let the hate flow through you. Freaking emperor right now. Let the hate flow through you. Yeah, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I got my ruler handy for all you people out there. You know who you are. Okay. So let's move on to another one so I can go. Just because we weren't even going to do another one, but I got to so we can go on a lighter note. Because I'm feeling the hate right now. Hate. It's the player haters ball over here. All right. So that's hilarious. Guys, let's wrap this sucker on up. Let's wrap this puppy up here. All right. If you're making... Oh, this is the other one I asked. Okay. This is a great one. And this includes all... Oh, well, actually, this will be easier for you, Joe, because I've asked you somewhat before, but let's go this. All right. Go-to seafood. Doesn't matter what kind. Obviously, I know you're allergic to fish. You are a rare case of... Joe, for everyone out there, is the only person, and it's not a bad thing. It's just interesting. I've heard people allergic to shellfish. They're very shellfish by not getting shell, but they're allergic to shellfish or crustaceans, whatever. But they can eat fish. This man cannot eat fish, but can eat shellfish. Very interesting. Which I think I'm very fascinated by this. But in this case, so on this subject, taking that to consideration. And Jordan, I'm pretty sure you can eat any seafood. Somehow I'm already seeing this really basic. You're gonna say it's really basic
shrimp.
Answer?
Yeah, shrimp, coconut shrimp, any type of shrimp.
Wow, I didn't even.
Also had some. Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry, man.
No, I didn't have to. You were already on.
Yeah. I can eat some sushi. Like, I think I also had some like lobster mac and cheese. But like, I was like quill back in I think was it New Orleans? I keep forgetting, but I had quill one.
What the hell's quill?
I think it's like a shrimp, like another type of shrimp, but like
it's like a crawfish kind of.
Yeah, crawfish. It was crawfish.
You said quill. I was like, you mean quail?
Sorry.
Crawfish. Yeah, crawfish.
Yeah, crawfish.
It's really like shrimp-like krill.
Yeah,
it's a crustacean. It's just basically for everyone out there not from the South, it is a very popular. They call it a crawfish boil.
Yeah,
stuff like that. Gumbo is famous for having. Yeah. Gumbo basically is a bunch of hodgepodge of stuff.
Yeah,
and that's one of the things they put in. So yeah, there you go. You're good. Sorry, I had to explain.
But I had some salmon when I was younger. Like it was alright. I'll have it again. Like,
okay. I like it. I love how that's the most excited I've ever seen Jordan about a food subject. He didn't even wait.
Yeah, I love shrimp. I love shrimp.
Shrimp, bro. Coconut shrimp.
Like especially the fried coconut shrimps. They are good.
Bang shrimp, coconut shrimp, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Shrimp on the skewer. My thing. I already told you my favorite beach food.
Yeah.
Make a skewer with some grilled shrimp with some peppers and onions in between them. Maybe potato or something like that, just for fun. A little mix up, All right, but Joe, obviously you have cut your options in half, which is fine. It's just a health related thing. So which is actually funny because I prefer the stuff that you can actually eat. So Give it to us, bro. What's your go-to? What's your go-to?
Yeah, if I have a wild hair and I'm actually craving stuff that live in the water, I think it's one of two things.
Live in the water.
Shrimp fried rice would be one, and then the other is Cajun shrimp pasta. So like in the places that sell this kind of situation, they usually it's either Cajun shrimp pasta or Cajun chicken pasta. Sometimes I'll get a wild hair and get the shrimp one, and I'll have that. I'll also, if I get a wild hair, go to a hibachi place, and when they ask you what meats you want, sometimes I'll have shrimp, chicken, and steak, and put all three of them in there with the fried rice. So those are the three ways.
Yeah,
those are the three ways I would consume shrimp. If I want it kind of like as a snack, which is I definitely have to have a wild hair type situation.
Where's the wild hair
I'll do
going?
it like
What's the wild hair going?
Wild hair meaning if I have a wild.
No, where's it going though? Is it going up your ass?
Not up the ass. Definitely not up the ass. But eventually, that wild hair is going to cause something to come out it at some point.
Oh, that was good.
But yeah, popcorn shrimp. Popcorn shrimp is something that I've been known from time to time. You know, popcorn shrimp, like a nice, good breaded popcorn shrimp. You know, with some tartar sauce. Really, really, really good as a snack, as an hors d'oeuvre type situation. But yeah, Cajun chicken pasta, really good, especially if it's just spiced the right way. And the breading's really good. Like I've had it from several places, and I'm like, you know what? For someone who doesn't eat this a lot, I can definitely have this like once every 3 months. This is a nice solid once every 3 month situation. Get a hankering for it. Go and order it somewhere.
You meant shrimp, right? You said Cajun chicken. I was like, hey, you meant shrimp.
Cajun shrimp. Cajun shrimp.
I got what you're saying. I don't even need it fried. If I'm doing it, grilled would be really good on that. Grilled shrimp on that. Cajun chicken pasta, if you go to the right place, like it's not just like a chain restaurant.
Yeah.
It's like, guess what?
Oh, on a skewer too. Underrated as well.
I just said that. On a skewer. Like a kebab, you put like
situation.
You put like onions and grill. Oh,
I've had it that way too.
So good. Really good. Bang bang shrimp, really good. Honorable mentions: bang bang shrimp, delicious. Bang bang. Another really
bang.
Another really good one that was left off: shrimp cocktail, but not ketchup based cocktail sauce, horseradish based cocktail sauce. There you go. Get a little spice in your life. You know, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
that's one of my favorite orders, but. I gotta tell you, you're both wrong. You're both just wrong. Even though they're delicious, and I agree with them because I like them. You're both wrong. Y'all, no one mentioned crab cake.
Oh yeah,
crab dip, crab anything. Crab is my favorite seafood. And a second one that no one mentioned. Well, this is just me personally. Raw oysters on the half shell, as long as they're fresh. Like I'm in a good spot with them because. And by the way, everyone, do not make my mistake that one of my friends did, where he tried it for the first time. He's like, "Oh, it's good," and he tried chewing it, and I'm like, and his face was like, I'm like, "You chewed it, didn't you? You're not supposed to chew a damn raw oyster unless you're weird, but you shoot it. It's called a shot. You shoot the sucker. That's why it comes with horseradish and lemon and saltines. I'm not sure what the saltine is really for. I guess it's to clear your palate. I guess I don't know. Still. I like raw oysters. That's my.
I don't even.
You don't like raw oysters?
I don't even eat it, and I knew not to do that.
No, you should have seen.
But that's largely because I saw someone else do what your friend did.
You should have seen his fucking face. You should have seen his fucking face, dude. This was literally what it was. It was like, all right, ready? Clear it out with the fork, the little fork. All right. Then you do this. And I hit it, and I did.
Yeah.
Then I'll do it. So then I saw him just do this. I'm like, oh god! I already knew. It was like, oh.
This is going somewhere fast.
Oh no! I said like, we were on the waterfront too. I'm like, all right, is he gonna spit it out or is he going over the rail? I don't know which one's happening, but we're gonna find. He's just like, I'm like,
we're gonna find out together very soon.
He's like, you chewed it, didn't you, dumbass? Why the hell did you chew it? It's food.
Why that's a fair response. That is a fair response.
It is.
What else do you do with food? You know?
It's
I
an
know.
instinct. It's like one of those like, okay, I gotta chew it. Like,
Today is the day of touche for Erock. It's like, yeah, that's fair, but I mean, you can chew it. It's just I wouldn't want to. I mean, and I love it. It's delicious to me. It tastes like it reminds me of just being at the beach. I love the beach stuff. But it's like, yeah, I don't sit there because yes, I know the texture of what it's like. People compare it to several things. Okay, I know what people call it, but I don't really. You don't go there and be like, yeah, well, you know what? I'd really want to chew this big old rubbery. You don't do that.
yeah.
All right. So I don't do fried oysters. Do not do any other style of oyster. No grilled, no fried, no steamed, nothing. I do raw. That's it. I go raw, but crab all damn day. Hit it, baby. All right. Everything y'all said was great. Favorite fish, by the way. Shout out to swordfish or shark. That's my two favorites. Make a shark specifically. All right, guys. We're gonna wrap this puppy up. I love how our numbers go up analytics wise when we talk about food. We really got to have a food show. I'm making a food show. That's what's happening, Joe. Whenever you're available, you're gonna be like the host of this food show. I'll just be co-host because I want you to. I mean, maybe I'll come up with the content and you just roll with it, man.
Oh, I mean, listen, I'm in my experimental era. So right now I'm literally I have a friend of mine who put me onto a site that actually has the recipes for the restaurant foods. So like depending on where it is, like it's Cheesecake Factory or Carrabba's or whatever they'll have the actual recipe from the chain restaurant for X, Y, and Z, whatever food it is. And it gives you all the ingredients and tells you how to make it.
Is that legal? Is this
So,
is this a pirating site?
I have no idea if it is.
It sounds like
it's unbeknownst to me. Okay, it's unbeknownst to me. Anyway, he clued me in on it. And so it's
meanwhile, somewhere on planet Earth, the police showed up at Joe's doorstep because being sued by
if they are arresting me for pirating food recipes, they really have their priorities out of whack, because there are much worse things happening.
Yeah.
And those people arresting me are shopping and are eating at those same restaurants and probably are thinking to themselves, if I could make it myself, damn it, I would, because it was way too much money for me to spend. So you know what? I think I have a case, and I think that I'd get off, for being honest.
Joe, Jordan, y'all need to clip this segment. This is so funny. It's like you got to clip this segment. Hey.
And no member of law enforcement tell me if they could not make the ribs that they eat wherever it is that they eat them at themselves, that they would save themselves the money and do it themselves with the grill out back.
And
you're paying for the convenience of not having to make it, is what you're doing.
He's not mentioning any names. Chili's, TGI Fridays. He's not mentioning any names.
Both of those recipes are on the list.
Yeah,
they are on the list. Those baby back ribs on the list, 100%. And I may or may not have a set of ribs in my freezer right now.
We're not mentioning names here.
Yeah.
But
oh no, of course, no. You know, could be anyone in there.
Or just get the French onion soup recipe that from Applebee's, like Jordan.
I'll make it better.
You know what the recipe was? From a can. You might as well come to a bodega. What the hell it was? You could have gotten it from a damn bodega. Bro, you're tripping. You're tripping, man. You're tripping so much you can't get. I'm talking about Jordan on that one. Joe's like, meanwhile, there's wars in Ukraine.
As far as you know, I've figured it out myself.
There's corruption in politics.
I'm saying, like, hey, you have a whole election coming. You're worried about what I'm making and how I found the recipe. No, you can't. Got your priorities messed up.
Cheesecake law enforcement came for him trying to rip off the Cheesecake Factory yesterday.
You know what? Before they cuff me, but like, eat this. Tell me you wouldn't make it on your own if you didn't have to pay for it.
You wouldn't be the first person to tell the police while arresting you to eat something. I'm just going to tell you, it's just usually something different. It's not usually edible. You know what? Now we'll go back to this.
Thankfully, I made the fried rice, and I made the fried rice, and I made the lasagna.
Joe has inspired me now too, Andre. This is the same comment, but now Joe's inspired me.
Listen,
I want to
You-
pirate all. I want to pirate some shit.
you like something really good. Dang, man, this place really. Why not find out how they made it? You know what I mean?
I want to
Yeah.
make it. I want to make it better though. That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make it better. Although Carrabba's, I will say, if I can get their lasagna recipe,
That's what trial and error is for. You know, you
Yeah.
just keep trying it until it, you know. My second lasagna, 45 times better than the first one because I got the cheese to meat ratio on point and the sauce ratio was better on the second one.
Whoa! You didn't do a vegan lasagna? No.
No,
You didn't do a
I-
veggie. You didn't do a vegetarian lasagna? No.
I am a carnivore, sir.
No, it's just like where's
Yeah,
Gabe when you meet him?
Jesus.
Gabe gets so mad as I don't get as mad about this as I do with the sauce thing or the dipping thing, but I just tell vegans, I'm like, bruh. And I loved Gabe's
Listen,
explanation.
Respect to the vegans, right? Respect to them. You know, all the animal stuff out of that. Hey,
Why am I
I'm
respecting
just built different. I'm just built different.
We're all built different.
I'm, you know what I'm saying? I know maybe we're supposed to be herbivores at heart, but I'm a carnivore and I'm gonna eat
No,
meat.
we're not. We're omnivores. The hell are you talking about? We're natural omnivores. No. Don't do it. And I'm not. I
To
don't
be
mind.
fair, science was not my thing.
I don't mind.
Mhm.
We all have our talents. We already found
Yeah.
out my lack of them, and apparently, it's random. Like, yeah, we're natural omnivores. But hey, we mean we're descendant from apes. I mean, come on, bro.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, though. I'm gonna tell you, I'm fine with vegans being vegans. Just don't
Mhm.
push your agenda on me. It's the same with like politics. You be what you want to be. Just don't try and convince me not to do something.
Yeah.
If I want to rock leather, I don't rock leather. It's too damn hot here. But if I did, then screw you. I'd do it. You know what? It's not saving the cow. The cow's already murked. Secondly,
Yeah.
it's like it'd be almost disrespectful not to eat steak if the cow's already been murked, because then it's going to waste. What's up, Joe? You look like you have a thought.
You can debate if this is a valid source of information, but according to PETA, we are anatomically herbivorous or plant eaters.
Don't.
I'm just,
Yeah,
but
Yeah,
I
don't
mean,
know
you know,
PETA.
they're the animal authority, right? So like they're gonna protect
no,
animals at all costs. So
They're not the animal authority.
judge the source.
No.
They're the animal preservation authority. Why do you think that? You don't think that's a bias ass thing? Yeah, right. No, we're not.
Yeah.
We're not pure herbivores, because pure herbivores do not evolve into carnivore or into omnivores. We are omnivores. The same way, even frogs are carnivores because they eat freaking flies, and that's technically a carnivore. All right, they're tripping. They're tripping. You know that's PETA. You know, and you know now I could go for a PETA. And I'm gonna put some lamb on there too, PETA. Put some lamb on a PETA. PETA.
He full sent it. He full sent it. It's crazy.
I took that whole full circle. I'm gonna make a euro with some lamb on it. And I'm gonna wear some lamb skin while it's happening. No, I'm kidding. All right, so that's messed up because I actually love animals. But hey, it'd be almost disrespectful not to eat them if they're already out there at the store. What am I gonna do, Jordan? I know you're the same way. Yeah. But no, here's my what was I gonna say, my bugaboo before I go off on another tangent. Don't call it vegan cheese. It ain't cheese. I hate it when people call it vegan cheese, or vegan meat, or beyond meat, impossible meat. You're right, it's impossible meat because it's not freaking meat. Don't call it meat. Don't call it cheese. Cheese comes from a teat. Cheese comes from a mammal's teat. All right. Do not cut. Even soy milk is not milk. It's soy juice, soy water, coconut juice. I know there's coconut milk, but still, ain't milking a damn coconut. All right. So no, it's like this. Stop it. Just stop it. It comes from a teat.
For the viewership out there, if you've never heard of Lewis Black, find him on YouTube, find him on Google. Back in Broadway, he will tell you what he feels about soy milk.
You mean this? You mean this? You mean this?
Yeah.
You mean that guy?
It was the year 2000. It was an amazing HBO special, and I learned a great deal about how water used to be back in his day and what he feels about soy milk. So that's a good watch. if you've never seen it.
Bet you didn't expect for me to have a poster, did you?
No.
Hey, that's cool.
Lewis Black definitely seems like your flavor, so I'm not surprised you have that.
My brother likes it. That's actually my brother's. He likes it more than I do. Sometimes his gets on my nerves eventually, but he's still great. I mean, I'm worried about his blood pressure. But you know where he went to school at? Random college, I should say. Random question.
I knew this at one point. Where? Tell me.
I'll give you a hint. It's the same color as this.
North Carolina?
Yep. He's a Tar Heel. He's a Tar Heel.
Dang.
Yes, sir.
I've never that quickly lost so much respect for a human being in my life. There's no way I didn't know that. There's no way I didn't know that. He's from my hood. How is this possible? How is this possible?
Kenny Smith is from freaking the Bronx, and he went to or Brooklyn, one of the two, and he went to North Carolina. What the hell are you talking about?
I don't claim Kenny though.
Yeah, Jordan, tell his jabroni to chill, bro. Tell him to chill. What's that like? You lost respect. What do you got against North Carolina? What's wrong with you, bro?
Sadness.
Oh, that's right. You're a stupid Kentucky fan. I forgot about that. Sometimes I forget that. I respect you so much, and then I forget that you're a stupid Wildcat fan. Oh, by the way, Wildcat being like the one of the 100 million Wildcats there are in high school, college, etc.
Don't worry, you're like just shoot on Joe and be like, who's your head coach again?
Yeah, I'm in the mood for calamari right now for some reason. What happened? For some John Calamari. I'm in the mood. All right. No, I'm done, Joe. I'm done. Sorry.
When you peak at some point, I don't blame you for finding somewhere else to peak again at. And you know what? This is his last stop anyway. So if he wants to spend the rest of his years pig suey, go ahead. Go for it.
Pig suey. I've not heard that before, but that's hey man, don't get in a fight with a freaking Razorback. Trust me, like a real one.
Oh, they apparently know where to find me, according to Gabe.
They know where I live, just like the FBI with your stealing a piece. You're stealing
my pirated restaurant recipe.
Feds are gonna be looking for you, Joe. They're gonna be like,
I have a particular set of skills. It's like I don't know who you are. I will find you. We're gonna have chili.
And I will eat you.
I want my baby back. Really?
Oh,
yeah.
Shut up, Liam Neeson. Highly underrated.
Why is he underrated? The dude's a badass. He's better than Chuck Norris. All right, so I almost got in a fight. I didn't want to get in a fight, but some guy almost tried fighting me yesterday. And I told him Chuck Norris was a clown.
Yes.
I know.
Chuck Norris is a clown.
I also told him Bruce Lee. I also told him Bruce Lee's overrated too. Now that got him really mad. Bruce Lee's overrated. Like, put Anderson Silva or John Jones in a ring with Bruce Lee. Tell me who the hell wins. Don't even play. Don't in their prime. All right, especially John Jones still is good.
Yeah, so, John. I think Silva beats Lee. Like
in his prime, Spider would kick his ass.
Yeah,
I don't care. And same with John Jones today.
Mm-hmm. John Jones will beat him.
Easy. At least no offense to Bruce Lee.
Mm-hmm.
I like Bruce Lee, but I'm not as big on him as everyone else is what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Hey, you know what? By the way, shout out to vegans. It's not vegan cheese. It doesn't come from a teat.
Mm-hmm.
And let's also shout out those jackasses. No multi-dippers. None. We don't accept that here. We promote growth. We don't promote reverting to bad behaviors. Don't do it. Don't smoke cigarettes. Don't vape inside to be considerate.
No.
And don't dip into dips. You assholes. Tell them, Joe. Joe, give us your final PSA. Anything you want to know. Since we're already on this, give us your PSA and to where to find you. Well, actually, start with where to find you and then give us a strong PSA. Strong PSA.
You could find me at Java Joe Sports on the X. Link to my writing profile is on there as well. Usually I'll make my thoughts known on whatever is happening in the entertainment or sports world on there as well. As far as the PSA though,
I can't wait for this one.
listen, if you want something a certain way, order it for yourself and yourself only. Don't use the communal to do whatever it is you want with your chips. You want salsa on your chips and you want cheese on your chips, get a side of cheese and then use the communal salsa and then dip it in your own salsa. Someone else may just want it separate. Maybe they just want just salsa or maybe they just want just cheese. But not everybody wants them together, and you can't be using the stuff that's for everyone else at the table for your own stuff. That's literally why you order a side of it. That's why this was invented, for you to have your own stuff.
Yeah.
See, this is why we can't have nice things. People like you double dipping in the communal stuff with your stuff. That's why we can't have nice things.
Amen. Preach, brother. Preach. I don't even have to say it, because he's right. Well, before you go,
100%.
Jordan, once you say, I want to just cap that off. Yeah. That's all I was like. Yeah. By the way,
Hey.
when you want me, hey, I look down again when I'm not paying attention before I have my ruler. And I'm saying, if I look down again and I see a motherfucking white spot in my salsa or a red spot in my queso, I swear to God, you're going to come back with a nub next time. It'll be like this. Hey, man, you want some salsa? It'll be like that. Yeah. You ain't going to have a hand. You ain't going to have a hand. Ah. There you go, Joe. Joe, that was perfect. Bless you. Bless you. Oh, Jordan, we lost you. Okay.
No, I'm still here.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Give us Joe, I love you. Joe has won today. He's won the day in every facet. He's only made a couple of gaffes, but his strong points have been.
No way. The night's still young. I'll lose the night for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll lose the night. Well, you won the day, so that's good. We won the day. We're all winners, but Joe's the biggest winner right now. Jordan, keep it going. Keep winning going, bro.
Yeah, you can find me Ryan Total Apex Sports, but you can also find me at ScOutCast Media Hub with Mr. Iraq. Wait. And yeah, you can find my stuff at you can find on my Twitter JasonRound6898, along with Instagram 6898. And last night was a fun wrestling night. I saw Swerve Strickland winning for America. He's swerving. He's driving.
Yeah.
He beating the British.
Whose house is it?
Whose house?
Swerve's house. That's it. My bad. Run's house. Wait. Oh, my bad.
Exactly.
I love me some Swerve Strickland, brother.
He is awesome.
I am a Swerve Strickland fan.
Sorry, Jordan. Continue. I'm with it.
And yeah, it was great. Whose house? Swerve's house. That's all I gotta say, man. And also, the Warriors are gonna be mediocre forever. They're gonna be mediocre again. Yay. But yeah, great night. And also, when I saw the Paul George news at 3 a.m. coming home, I was like, he got that bag. He's got that bag.
Ain't that the damn truth? He did get that bag. Hey, I'm not here to take money out of people's pockets, bro. You gotta get that bag, get that damn bag. Or you're the Tim Hardaway Juniors of the world, where you
no. Tim Hardaway Jr. is going to Detroit.
Yeah, that's
the best news.
That's not exactly not your landing spot you're preferring.
And also Reggie Jackson for was it 5 second rounders show?
3, I believe it was 3 second rounders.
3 second rounders for Reggie Jackson.
I'm actually okay with that, truthfully, because we have a lot of second rounders already. That's why we gave so much, because we have been trading away. We've been wheeling and dealing. That's actually not a bad trade, in my opinion. Personally, I know you're not a big RJ fan, but at the same time, well, not RJ Barrett, excuse me.
No, I believe these teams got those second rounders. That wasn't the price for the player. They sent the player with the second rounders to take on the player's contract to get him off their books.
Well, here's the thing, though, as well. It's like, well, we already got Terry Rozier off our books, which I hate. By the way. I'd rather have Terry Rozier than Reggie Jackson. Secondly, but we were paying Terry a lot. Unfortunately, it was worth it. But and here's the other. But one last thing. This is not my PSA, but I mean, can they go? It can only go up. Knock on wood from there, and they need the security at point guard because of Melo's issues of availability. So that's just show us the hat. What's the hat you're about to show us?
My work cat is going through a lot, but it's going to make it through the season.
Okay. So sure.
With the middle of that lineup, Will. That's the question.
Exactly. not even lineup, Joe. The bullpen. It's the bullpen that makes it worse.
That trumpet. Trumpet's about to be sent to Siberia.
No, not even Siberia. Not even Siberia. Not Paul, baby.
They're gonna send that trumpet.
They're gonna send him. They're gonna send him to the minor league team in Yonkers or something like that. It'll be gone.
That's the Cyclones, man.
Or my bad. All right. Either way, my bad. Shout out to Yonkers, New York. My bad. Wasn't nothing personal. So hey, but Reggie Jackson and the Hornets, I don't think that bad. I like Reggie. He's a good kid. Now, how much money we're paying, I don't know about that. We'll see. Yeah. All right, but everyone, Living Good 09, ScOutCast Media Hub, also at Twitter at ScOutCast _M_hub, and at Total Apex Sports is our previous videos. We are happy to share they are happy to share those as well. They're on YouTube. I have them saved, and I will eventually upload those. Joe has inspired us all today. Joe, I'm happy that you have just been so inspiring today. You made me very hungry.
And I made myself hungry.
Yeah, and you're always hungry.
I already ate, so I'm good for now.
You're a human food disposal. You literally, I feel like, but I respect that though, because I'm very hungry now, and I don't know what I want to eat because we talked about so many things, Cajun pasta and all that. Oh my God. Okay, but because you're the winner of the day, sir, I'm gonna let you close this sucker out. But before that, everyone follow us. Follow Curious Sports Pulse. That's with Gabe. Thanks for Gabe for being on here.
Yep.
Thank you to Jordan for being on here, and Joe. I'm going to let you send us out, my friend. Do it with the bang.
Listen, you fans out there that are watching your teams not doing anything, not doing it enough, let's remember you don't win the championship in the off season. It's July 1st. All these teams may look good on paper, but it doesn't matter until they get to this time next year if they're holding the chip or not. So hang in there. And shout out to free agency. Shout out to football. Football's coming soon.
Yes. That's right. And the Jets still are going to suck. Sorry, everyone.
Yep.
All right. So somehow they'll find a way. The Jets can't have nice things. We've learned that. Okay. Great job, Joe. Great job, Jordan. Love all the picks. Love the food ideas. Everyone, we're going to create a show where Joe is the main guy. He is going to be the personality of it. I don't know what's going to be called yet, but I swear to God, we're going to get on board with it because that has to be a part of ScOutCast Media. I don't even care. Thank y'all for y'all's support. Have yourselves a great day, and hasta mañana.
Mm-hmm.